Hi viewers, welcome to the new video series Market Movers. This is the weekly video series which we are starting, and in this video series we'll be covering how the week went by, what is the view on Nifty, and one specific chart where we think could be a good interesting observation on technical side, which we'll be covering in this video. Myself Brijesh Bhatia, editor and research analyst at Equity Master. So starting on to the how the week went by. So we have seen that markets has been rising straightforward and hitting a new all-time high week on week. And this is the first time in the history of Indian indices that Nifty for a straight 8 to 9 weeks have been hitting new all-time highs and not giving a close below the previous low. And again, it's been the bulls which are roaring very strongly. Now, if I just look at the indices, how the week has gone by, PSU started coming back very strongly, outperforming the private banks, and it is the one of the strongest gaining sector, which has gained nearly 6%, followed by auto, which is around 4.5%, and the next was realty, which was around 1.15%. So again, Tata Motors was the one of the major leader into the auto index gainer. And if I just look at the losers now, only metals was the one which has seen some profit bookings, followed by pharma, which were down by around 2% both. And in case you have missed our fast profit daily video, which was released yesterday on Nifty Pharma, do watch that so that it will give you what are the futures in the short term on the Nifty Pharma index, which we have covered in our fast profits daily video series. Coming on to the market moves now, Nifty has been on a road with the strongest outperformer against the global indices, or even if you look at the emerging market indices, Nifty there also Nifty is gaining strong bullish momentum. We think that this momentum might take a pause. Why? If you look at the Nifty chart on your screen, Nifty has been rising with the resistance of rising trend line. And if you look at the weekly charts over here, it's been taking resistance around those levels, which we have discussed previously also in our fast profit daily video series. 14,500 which tend to be a minor resistance for Nifty. We have seen 14,600, 650 levels, but if you look at the weekly close now, being the Friday yesterday, which was 15th of Jan, we have seen selling pressure coming into the Nifty, and bears have come back very strongly. But how much the bears will take the control is very much important to look into the coming weeks. But if I just look at the trend line, yes, it is resisting around the rising trend line. And now if you look at the weekly RSI, which is the relative strength index, I would say the stamina of the momentum on the weekly chart is trading at one of the decade levels, and every time we have seen around these levels, market tends to slightly take a slight downtick. I would not say a correction mode, but again a retracement mode can be expected from the current level onto the Nifty RSI. If you look at this on the Nifty, now if I just look at the one interesting chart, as I told you, we'll be covering one interesting chart. We are covering dollar index chart versus the Nifty chart. Now, if you look at the comparison over here on the both the charts, dollar index is trading. If you look at the weekly chart here, dollar index is coming onto the strong support zone. Now, if you look at the slight uptick coming into the last week momentum here, if I just look at the previous supports which are acting very much strongly for dollar index, and we have seen slight uptick, though I would not comment that it has seen a shown being a confirm a reversal sign, but yes, support has been taken indicated by the momentum in the last week, where we have seen slight uptick coming into the dollar index. And if you look at the comparison with Nifty, both are inversely related. I would not say the 100% inverse related, but yes, the momentum tends to take action when dollar index tends to turn negative, Nifty tends to turn positive, and vice versa. So if you look at the momentum which is turning now on the positive side for dollar index, right from 89 we are back to 90 levels. We think that sooner or later Nifty might face resistance and we might see a downtick coming into the Nifty as well if in dollar index turns out to be a very much positive if it goes towards 91, 91 and a half. Yes, as I said, we have seen slight uptick here on dollar index, but yes, still the negative weekly close is not there on Nifty, which has last week ended out in the slight positive to around 0.6%. But if we see dollar index turning more bullishness, we might see some pressure coming onto the Nifty as well, and we are expecting that Nifty might see slight downtick. Another reason why we think that Nifty might see a pause is if you look at the Nifty 50 stock trading above the 200 is average, which means that a stock, say Reliance or HDFC, it's trading about its 200 day average. So breadth of Nifty 50, the stocks which are trading about their 200 days average is 100%. And this is the first time we are witnessing that it has tested 100%, which means that more greediness is there in the market, and we think that we might see some profit booking coming onto the markets. And pharma is the one, if we have covered in fast profits a daily video series, you must watch that. Why we think that pharma is the buy the rumors and sell the news contender. So that's all in the market moves today's videos episode. Thanks, signing off. And in case you wish to comment us, write on the email to the below mentioned email ID, so that we get your feedback, and it really help us to come up with more and more ideas about the videos. Thank you. Do not forget to subscribe to my email newsletters Fast Profits Daily and get a free guide on how to trade markets like pro. Thank you.